every one of our meetings. All right. So this meeting is being recorded right now. Cool. So what is your email address, Xiao Jun?
CCAO
AO
519
519
at gmail.com.
at gmail.com. Awesome. All right. So let's start with how is your progress coming along in the program? So that's the first question. I have for you, here it is, a personalized learning plan. So I'm going to share this with you after we end our call. And this basically has suggested dates for you to be progressing through the program. All right, so you started your program on July 10th,
Yeah.
and these are the suggested dates. So today, for example, is July 30th, and you should be working in the Intro to Data Analysis course and going around this specific lesson. So how are you progressing through the course? Like what specific lesson are you at right now?
Right now, the thing is, before I started the program, actually, I had some like a prerequisite classes. So, I kind of go over all the course already.
So you already took the.
Go no, I kind of did a lot of preparation before I started the program. So
All right.
like I already installed like Anaconda, already like took a couple of Python coursework,
All
and
right.
my degree is statistics in
Okay.
master. So like I reviewed then a little bit, and then I think it's so like for a lot of subjects I go over pretty fast.
Oh, I understand. Oh, that's great. So one piece of advice, you don't have to go over all the lessons in order to graduate. So if you think like a lesson is easy, or you already know that specific content, feel free to skip it or skim through it. The important thing is that you turn in the projects. All right, that's the only thing that Udacity is going to take into consideration for you to graduate from the program. So even if you want to skip some lessons, make sure that you are turning these projects on the suggested dates. Of course, you can submit them before if you finish them earlier.
Okay.
But these are some suggested dates, and I think if you are following the suggested dates or even beating them, that's the way to go.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. So will you share this spreadsheet with me?
For sure. I will share this spreadsheet with you after we end our call.
Thank
So,
you.
so far, have you turned in a project yet or not yet?
I turned in the first one. I'm working on the second one right now.
Awesome. Let me fill that out on our form, which I just love. Okay. So, already turned in first project. Working on second project. All right. So do you feel there are any changes we should make in your learning plan for the next week to help you be on track? But I mean, if you're already working on the second project, which is this one, you have until the middle of August to turn it in. But from what I'm hearing now, you feel like you're going to turn it in earlier, right?
Yeah, I plan like today or tomorrow. I like tomorrow.
That's awesome. All right, so today's 30th, and oh, yeah, this is all right. So let's give you a couple of days. Let's say that you turn it in on Friday. So turn in second project, and then you'll be ahead of schedule, and you can start working on the third unit. Let's say by Monday. Start working on analyze A/B test results course. Cool. So this would be our suggested path. So I'm going to write here, turn in second project in a couple of days and start working on the next unit this Monday. Awesome. So the first part for one-on-one meeting is basically this part. How do you feel about this learning plan? Like turning the second project and start working on the third unit on Monday.
Yeah, right now is actually when I just started the program, I feel I learn very fast. I follow the videos, and the thing is, I feel is after I finish a lot of videos and then turn back, I kind of get confused again. Cause like once I follow the video one by one, like maybe yeah, it's very easy to follow. Then kind of they give you questions and you think about it and then done. But when I think back, I feel like if I have nothing to follow with, I don't know like exactly what I learned, and it's kind of I feel is yeah I don't know, it's just kind of a little lost right
All
now.
right. All right. Let's go over that. You think you're saying you're a little bit lost. So maybe you can share your screen and show me what specific videos you're feeling lost. Um, and
Mm, oh, I don't have anything record right now. I just feel like is maybe it's I'm not very familiar with the interface or something. Like once I want to
oh.
look for something back, I will need to check a lot of videos and then to try to find out something I learned before, and I want double check something. And sometimes I get lost is because they have so many videos like embedded with other coursework stuff, and is I feel is I should make a good like map of each levels, because sometimes I feel I take notes about lesson one, and when I try to find out what's lesson one actually is like in which section, which topic, and whatever. And so I think is I need like replan the kind of
You have to watch the whole video again. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and I cannot find out the one I looked before, something like that. It's so deep. The level is. Uh,
Yes, it's hard. Maybe a couple of suggestions that I can give you. So let me open the classroom. All right. So let's say you're working right now on. Yours might look a little bit different because this is from the time when I did the nano degree. So I think they have updated it and like moved some units around. But
okay.
let's go with I don't know, exploratory data analysis, for example. So usually what you have is no, this one's no good. Let me go with the next, something that is more practical.
I think there is one is like for the statistical practical statistics.
All right. All
And
right.
like I think I still kind of get confused about the large number law and the central limit theorem. Because when I follow the I mean those contents when I was watching it, I'm very clear. But like is I think is the using examples, and then I feel I lack of the exam summary explain or something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe I plan to just go back and maybe double check.
Yeah, well, what I suggest you do, for example, they usually have something like along these lines. They have like, so the teacher will provide like a small walkthrough or something like that. For example, bootstrapping. He will provide like a small walkthrough, and he will or she will even go through some code, and then it's your turn to do it. My workspace is not longer available, but yours is. So what I used to do was I would open the video in one window, have the workspace, the exercise in the other video, and,
Oh, okay.
and just put them side by side like this. So I don't know if I'm doing this part, I would just, I don't know, pause it, and then here in my workspace, just trying to code it and trying to get the same result as that person. So in that way, I wasn't that lost in going back to the video, watching the whole thing again. So I would just watch the part that I was interested at. I would pause it and then try to recreate the code. So that's one thing that might help you a little bit.
Okay. So is that like after we finish the degree, we cannot access the videos anymore?
Yes, the videos, you can access them forever.
Okay.
The exercises, the workspaces, they are available to you for 1 year.
Oh,
and
for one
and
year.
after that you can download it, like download the code. So that's, if I press download, and then I have it right. Yeah, I have it right here. Let's see if you can see it open.
Yeah,
um,
I see that for this particular section, statistical, practical statistics, they have a package for download all the notes and code, but for other sections they don't. So it's like I mean, so we can we need, just manually download everything.
yeah, I mean, yeah, and this specific part is code that I already wrote, so I can download the code just to see what I wrote. But yeah, I mean, it's after a whole year. So after you finish and you graduate, you have 1 more year that if you want to go over the workspace exercises. But I don't really go back to the workspace. So I mean, I think a whole year is more than enough. But yeah, as you said, there are many resources over here where you can download some code and transcripts and videos. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you're feeling a little bit lost, I would do this, the split screen thing. I think that is useful, especially when you're going over big videos. I think it's useful to just break it down and into smaller pieces. So that's one piece of advice. Um, what else? How else can I help you today, Xiaojun?
Um, yes. So I'm wondering, like the one-on-one meeting is like just for any questions in this program, I can ask you about it.
Yeah, for sure, and we can even go over your code. So if you are, I don't know, working a specific project and you have a question regarding the project, or
Okay.
regarding specific parts of your code, for sure we can go over it and discuss line by line, and I can give you ideas, and we can try some code and run it, and yeah. So basically, like the first 10-15 minutes, we go over the plan that I'm going to share with you, this
Okay.
one. And then after that is just any questions that you have regarding code, regarding lessons, regarding concepts, we can discuss it.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Okay, got it, got it. So yeah, I will take notes for the questions and then ask you for the
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, if when you're going through the lessons, you have a question, or there's some code that you're not making it work, write it down, and you can and schedule a one-on-one meeting with me. Or if it's something that it's maybe sometimes it are simple questions, you can use the student hub. You can
Mhm.
post it here, and I check this every day. So it's just something that you think I can answer over here, post it here. And if it's a little bit more complicated, like I don't know, going over a whole script or like a big chunk of code, for
Yeah.
sure, schedule the one-on-one and we'll go over it.
Okay, okay, got it, got it. Thanks. Can I ask you a quick question for my the project I'm working right now? There
For sure.
is a one. Thanks. Sorry. There is a one prod I kind of not satisfied with the result I did, because
Okay.
I try to use a histogram to compare like two portions. Like I make a mask of the movie data set, like the one make a profit or not a profit. But like I have a question is like if I using the sheds to compare two histogram at one plot, and there are a lot of data just in one like say one or two like labels.
All right.
Make the height super high, and so in this case it's like I'm wondering like for the axis, like we can use log to make it like the very spread data set to like kind of more normally distributed, right? But for the y-axis, is there any way we can make it looks normal? Because like it's like one variable is has like maybe 8,000 counts, and another variable like just have like maybe 200 counts, and then make it looks so. I feel I'm very not satisfied with that product, but I don't know how to improve it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what I would normally do, I mean, it depends. Sometimes I would just leave out the outliers. And I mean, I think that's the easiest one. If it's like just like one or two results that are making the Y graph super big, and I mean, I would just limit the Y axis and leave those out. I mean, that usually takes care of it. But if you don't want to do that and you really want to show those,
Yeah, I want to show out like the ones that has smaller lower heights, because otherwise it's just like it's that variable is popularity, because like most of the movies have the popularity maybe around the 2 to 3, but like some couple of maybe like because the like 200 or something they are around 30 or like 20 to 30. So maybe yeah, like you say, just limit the y-axis and make the height.
yeah, but I mean that's one option. But let me see what else can I figure out. I'm going to write that down so that I can get back to you with a more sophisticated answer.
Thank you.
So, but yeah, let me write that down, and so that I know for sure that I'm going to follow through with that. So where is our okay? So happy day. We were talking about okay. I will follow up with how to manage big outliers in the y-axis. For it's for the IMDb project, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And here we're talking about how to avoid going back and forth with the videos. All right. So yeah, I will definitely check this one out. And I'm going to check my own project and see what I did. Something that will make our one-on-one easier. If you see in the screen where is my face, underneath it there is a share button. A share button is I think it's color green, at least on my end. That way you can share your screen with me, and if you want to go over some code that you wrote that you have on your computer, and that way I can see it as well.
You mean in this screen? I didn't see. There invites participants. Oh, share screen. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
saw. Okay, so yeah, yeah, I will get like the questions ready next time.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, if we don't have to use video all the time. For example, right now I have the just like the photo and that's it. But I can still share my screen even if I don't share the video. Uh, and so that's one way we can do it. Sometimes with just audio and going over the code on the screen. So or another way is just taking the screenshots and send those to me through the student hub. So yeah, it's through where is it? Yeah, through here. So you can send your screenshots over here, and that way we can go over your code at the same time
Oh,
for
okay.
for next meetings.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Awesome. No problem. All right. So last question. Okay. So do you feel like you can move forward now with this place where you're feeling challenged?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Yes. Awesome. All right. Is there anything else I can help you with today? So I'm going to get back to you with the how to manage big outliers in the y-axis for the IMDb project. Or is there anything else?
Not for today. Thanks.
All right. All right. So hopefully this gave you a better idea of how the one-on-one meeting works. And as I told you, you can schedule it whenever you want, and it only has a limit of one per week. And we also have the student hub where I check your questions every day, so I can answer you through there.
Okay.
Awesome. It was nice meeting you, Xiaojun, and we'll keep in touch.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. Bye bye.